Oh my god, Jess.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm ready to insult your ass, Walker.
I'm ready to
Right now.
insult everything about you. Everything.
Should I be scared? No, because you know why? Because I'm going to kick your ass at this game. Playground insults is what we're playing, people. Welcome to James and Jess's half hour.
Thank you for joining us. And I'm ready to insult the shit out of you.
Oh my god, I said this was going to be G-rated. Oh,
Right.
fucking bullshit, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to go off. It's got to go off, Walker.
It was actually pretty easy to think of insults.
Me too. I didn't plan anything yesterday or this morning. Just an hour ago, within 10 minutes, came up with 50. 50.
Oh, wow, 50. That's more than me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they just kind of came out. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I bet they are. We'll see at the end who the champion is. And there's no laughing, okay?
No laughing allowed.
Oh, we should get a pen and a piece of paper in case some... Okay, I'll keep track of who laughs.
Okay. No laughing allowed, okay.
But
No.
anyway, how was your week? We'll just play it real nice.
And then we'll get real.
And then we'll get real mean.
Okay. I like this.
I know, we should do stuff like this more often.
Okay. So, my week. Oh, my week was really good, Jess. It was amazing.
Alright then. What made it so amazing, James?
It went really quick.
Did you walk and chew gum at the same time and didn't fall over?
I thought we were just playing nice, Jess.
No, I'm sorry.
We're getting into insults already. Okay, so yeah, just a really good week at work. It was busy. I went to drag bingo.
What do you mean? Did you dress up as a drag queen or?
Nah, there was drags there, and
Did you
they
feel at
did
home?
bingo. Oh, I definitely felt at home. I was just like, yeah, I've got this. Yeah, bingo. So we won at bingo and we won some drinks. James drinks a little too much.
I think we all know that.
Cheers to that.
He didn't offer me. I come to his place, doesn't offer me a drink even.
You're driving. I'm responsible for you.
Wow. And guess what? James bought a couch, everyone. If you're looking at us on YouTube, it's a nice dark blue one.
Yeah, thank you, Jess.
Actually looks like shit.
You know what? You could get the fuck off my couch.
Oh my god. I'm trying to give you a compliment. You're just shitting in my face, basically.
That was uncomfortable.
Anyways, we're here to be nice for a solid 5 minutes, alright?
Okay.
This
I'm
is the
getting
moment.
into it. So Jess, how was your week?
I was
Tell me
ready for
all
it.
about it.
Finally.
Tell me all
Enough
about
of
it.
you. We'll get straight to me. That's exactly how I like it. It was good. It was kind of like really bad weather driving here. I was like bucketing with rain, and I was just like, oh crap. But I went nice and slow, and I got here eventually. But besides that, being a good week, we had good weather in the morning today, and then yesterday, which is, normally 4 seasons in one day in Melbourne, but it's been all right. Been pretty decent, but I think it's turning to shit. So,
Yeah. That's Melbourne.
besides that, yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I went for a walk at the Royal, so I told my boss, Matt, and if Matt's listening, hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Um,
You like me more. It's easy. I know.
This is my time. But I went for a walk. I was like, Matt, I'm just going to go sit in the park. And then he was just like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to take it to the next level and go to the Royal Botanic Gardens. And I did do it. And I went for a full-on round, and it was cold, but I still did it. That was my goal for today, and I succeeded.
First time in your life.
Anyways, big, tall, curly-headed fuck. No. I think that's Step Brothers. I love that movie. It's one of my
so good.
favorites. You know what else is good?
What?
My jokes when I kick your ass at this game.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm so excited. I'm ready to be like...
Who said I was done with explaining my week change? You're just cutting me off as usual. Is this what you do?
Someone needs to, otherwise we'll be here all week.
Oh shit. You took it to that level. Okay.
Bing.
Alright.
Go!
We need to explain to people who don't know.
Yeah, you can explain it. Go on.
So, over the years, I've seen this when famous people do interviews, and I think it's BBC, started this playground insults where it's like two opponents, like two famous people are like talking smack, but like pretending they're like on the playground so it doesn't go too dirty. But I then realized that the image that I actually went to promote this podcast was pretty dirty, and I was like, it's funny because. But yeah, I don't think we'll make it like high school insults instead of playground insults, because I have a feeling you're not going to stick to it.
What's playground?
I hope you poo your pants, you mean person. Instead of like high school is like, I hope you shit your pants, little shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm a bit more serious. Yeah, you got that on point.
Yeah.
So these are a bit harsh, to be honest. I was like, whoa, is that a playground insult, or is this just how I feel?
It's just the truth's going to come out tonight, and it's either going to be a smashed apartment, or we're going to go see a shrink afterwards and deal with our issues.
I think we need to go to therapy.
We're on the couch for it too.
Yeah. I think it's going to be needing therapy after this.
Yes. But anyways, did I even explain? So it's playground insults. Oh, you get two opponents, they face off. One says an insult, the other one says an insult, and the person that's getting insulted is not allowed to laugh. If you laugh, you lose a point.
Do we have to look at each other?
Yeah, full on straight at each other. Like on YouTube, like with these famous people, they're full on, with the music.
Just look at you in the camera, I guess.
Okay, and I'll look at you.
Yeah. Okay.
This is how we're going to do it.
Okay, who gets to go first?
Oh my god.
Are you going to serve?
I'll serve.
Okay.
Only if you don't look at my list that I have, like, on my phone.
You can go first, and then I'll look at my list.
Okay.
And I'll reply.
Do you think we should be facing each other, or do you think on the camera would be enough?
Maybe facing.
Okay, well, let's see. And I'll take score of who laughs and who doesn't.
Actually, I reckon through the camera.
Okay, fine. All right.
Because otherwise they can't see.
True. We need people to see, the truth of how this.
I'll imagine that you are here on the camera looking at me.
Okay.
And you do the same.
All right, so here we go. I'd just like to say it's going to be a good game and no harsh feelings. Well, shake my hand. What are you doing? Walker, I'm extending the olive branch.
We're doing
for the camera.
A left-handed shake.
Yeah, we're doing a lefty.
Okay, a lefty.
Here we go. Okay, no harsh
feelings. Leave it all at home. No harsh feelings.
What happens in South Melbourne stays in South Melbourne.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna win. But yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, the cockiness has already started. I understand. All right. Well, number one.
Okay, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on.
Bitch serve.
Okay. Ready? Now you have to compose yourself, Walker. Are you ready to party?
Okay.
I'm not looking at your notes right now.
Good.
Okay. Number one. You look like you came from a donation pile. I don't know. Now I heard a bit of. Did I win, people? Did I win with that one?
No.
Or are we? Is it like breathing laughing, or is it like proper?
I think it's proper. Like you can't control but laugh.
Okay.
When people look at you, Jessica, they try squinting, and they go, "Still no good."
That hurts. It's not even like a laugh that's coming into mind. Wow, Walker, I bet you were saving that for quite a long time, isn't it? Okay, just have to compose myself after that insult. You must have been born on a highway. That's where most mistakes happen and accidents.
You know what, Jessica? You know how you don't like curries? It's because they're actually hot.
And you're not? Is that what you're trying to get to? Okay. Wow, okay, if you want to pull that part out. Okay. I would love to see things from your point of view, James, but I can't seem to get my head that far up my ass.
When you fart, I want to die, Jess. It smells so bad, like your armpits.
Are you laughing at your own joke, James? No? Okay. All right. I could eat a bowl of alphabet soup and still come up with the smartest statement than most of the shit that comes out of your mouth.
When you open your mouth the first time I met you, I was like, wow, how is she talking? Because I didn't think there was a brain up there.
If I wanted to hear from an asshole, I'd fart.
When I see your smile, I go, if only it was nice.
I'll slap you, but that would be animal abuse. Because you're an animal, Walker.
Animal, hey? I think you should stick a banana in your ear. It'd look better.
Oh my god. That was poor, James. Yeah, you take a drink of that wine, don't you? Yeah. We're actually doing quite well. Like, is this like insulting or is this how we normally talk to each other and we've just become numb?
I don't know.
Okay. Your face makes onions cry.
As they should.
Was that a laugh?
No. Never.
Are you trying to compose yourself? I can see you're trying to laugh right now. Your rosy cheeks are coming out, James. To match those beautiful blue eyes.
Is that an insult?
No, that was just a natural
thanks. I know, I just
coming
can't help it.
Okay.
So, Jessica.
I'm waiting.
Obviously, you don't have a mirror when you do your makeup.
Is that all? You are the human version of a period cramp.
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
What, like seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can go all night. I've got a couple.
Okay, you go.
I'll just hammer your ass now, okay?
Yeah, go on.
Somewhere out there is a tree doing its very best to produce oxygen for you so you can breathe. You owe an apology to that tree.
I don't care for it.
Come on, Walker. Hit me with your best shot. Okay, I won't look. On a side note, I got my hair cut the other day, and I hated it because she went too far. But actually, now I'm digging it.
Since you know it all, Jess,
Oh, we're back to this. Okay.
you should also know when to shut your mouth, because you just seem to go on and on and on.
If I could take a shit on your face, I would.
Bitch, please, your birth certificate isn't an apology letter from the condom factory.
My God. If it was the last day on Earth, James, and I only had one, if I had time to complete one task, I would push you off the cliff and feel nothing.
You remind me of a penny. Two-faced and not worth much.
He's smiling. He's smiling as he says it too.
My middle finger salutes you.
Wow, that was 2 in 1. Light travels faster than sound, which is why you seemed bright until you spoke. It took me ages to think of.
People say I don't give a shit. Like that I'm acting like I don't give a shit. And I don't give a shit about you.
Is it because you shit? Yeah, that's right. I think I won that one. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I don't speak idiot.
Of course, I talk like an idiot. How else could you understand me?
Well, mirrors don't lie. Lucky for you, they don't laugh either.
If your parents were to divorce, they would be like brother and sister.
It's clearly a laugh. You bring everyone so much joy when you leave the room, James.
I treasure the time I don't spend with you.
Wow. You're so white that when you dance, it's embarrassing.
Your mother raised you as a joke, and a joke is all you'll ever be.
I'm out of lines. That's freelance.
You don't have to be dead to me. I have mental funerals on a daily basis. I think I like that one.
Yeah, but I get the point. You're just trying to insult me. But that's about it. I think we did quite well.
I think we did well.
I think because we normally speak to each other like this.
Yeah, bitch.
It's just natural. But I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And look, we're only 16 minutes into the podcast.
Come on, you got more insults than that, don't you?
Well, if we keep talking, I might just, come up with some. Look at his haircut.
That's beautiful.
That is actually quite nice. You know what else is nice? My face right now. I got all dolled up because it's my first time.
Actually, when you walked in, I was like, "Oh, you look good for once."
Wow. Unbelievable. Laughing at your own jokes, are we?
I know. I'm so bad. Like, whenever I tell an insult, I start laughing and smiling. People are like, it didn't feel like an insult. I just felt like
loved. Yeah, I just feel loved inside. No. What are you drinking, James?
Yellow.
Yellow. I had a bit of yellow before. But only a bit because I'm driving.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, good ones, but I don't have any. Yeah. So, when you insult someone, do you think that often you're insulting them because you're insecure?
100%. It's kind of like revenge. It's like a double-edged sword, isn't it?
And don't you think it's like a comeback? Like, you have to have something come back. You're like, how dare you insult me? I'm gonna insult you worse than what you did to me.
Yeah, and then you lose sight of who you are, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just fall down the rabbit hole, so to speak.
I love when people insult me and call me crazy. And I'm like, oh, it takes crazy to know crazy.
It's true.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you're just like, I can raise my vibration elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, not worth my time. A lot of people are like that, though. Very revengeful.
Me. I'm vengeful. Rah.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
But yes, it's a lot of people are like that. We've all experienced that. Have you experienced it as well?
Vengeful people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you are.
I will get revenge.
That made me laugh. You should have just said that when we were playing the game.
I know, right?
I'm revengeful.
I will get revenge.
Yeah.
Nah, I will. Alright, watch out.
But the best revenge, they say, is just your success. By just leveling up for you.
That is my thing. I always think I just level up.
Yeah. When I'm like on the balcony of some major building, I can wave down to these assholes and be like, actually, when you actually make it, you're just proud of yourself. You don't even think about them. You don't even think about
They don't even cross your mind.
No. And you're just like, I hope they all suck a dick. No, I just wish them well, honestly. I just honestly wish them well in their life, and hopefully they get out of the hole that they've dug themselves into.
I hope they stay in the hole.
Wow.
Here's some dirt. I'm joking.
Great, James.
You know how you put like dirt into the hole in the ground when someone's died?
It's terrible.
Yeah. There you go.
Bye.
Bye. No, that is terrible. Don't do that. Don't ever think you're above someone. But do if you need to.
That's the booze talking right there.
Yeah. I think like the biggest thing when it comes to everything is
everything.
The balance.
Yeah, we say that every podcast. It always comes down to that. Can't have too much of this and that. It has to be the in-between.
I got told I had too much confidence.
Is it because they were shit?
I don't know. Do you think I
what
had too much
context though?
confidence?
No. What's wrong
Do you
with
think my
It's not
shit don't stink?
No.
I think everyone's shit stinks.
I think so too. Even the
And
Queen.
I think like when people forget that your shit does stink and you're too far up yourself, it's a bit of a bad thing. But also at the same time, it's just like, can't everyone be, what's the word? Confident within themselves and not tear each other down.
Naomi Campbell said this once, how they were just like,
I love her.
She literally, who was the interviewer, said to her, a lot of things that have happened in your life, is it because you think that you're a bitch or something like that? Something around that. And she goes, no, it's how you perceive it. I could be doing a good intention, but it's how you perceive it. I can't control how you perceive, but that's not my intention. I'm telling you it's not my intention. But at the same time, maybe the way that I'm projecting it is incorrect. But I mean good. But I can't help another person's insecurity. And I can't help that the way that you're reacting to me is my problem. She said that in an interview, and I was like, an empowering woman or man, it's interesting.
I think you're right.
A lot of people can't process confidence because they think they don't have it, but little do they know they do have it, but they're just dumbing themselves down as well. People can't, when you're in your element and you're doing really well in your life, it's quite interesting the effects you either inspire people or people just ignore you.
It's also interesting the people who like
turn their back.
Yeah, but also the people you inspire and the people that you wouldn't expect it from.
Yeah, it's always some random third party or someone that you have that never been to your birthday party or that pops up like that. You must have experienced it during your music, isn't it?
Yeah, it was actually one of our mutual friends from high school who said some really, really, really kind words to me, and I was just not expecting it. And yeah, I was just very surprised by it, but also how amazing that someone out there can be so, what's the word? Secure within themselves. To tell. And share that. And I think like how amazing, I think like when you really think back on it, our high school has some of the most amazing, secure people.
And it just highlighted the fact that you can walk in darkness or the light. And a lot of people have gone to that dark place and now have become, we're almost, I'm 30.
But I do think it takes time.
It does take time, and it's having that realization it's not you, it's that other person and they're going through their struggles. So when they're attacking you, it's not you, it's that there's no need for revenge, you just carry on.
Yeah, there's no need for revenge. I was joking before. I think like the biggest revenge you can possibly do is to realize that revenge is pointless and to look after yourself and pursue your own dreams and your own journey and your own story. And your story doesn't need to be about bringing someone else down. Your story needs to be about you bringing yourself to where you need to be.
I agree.
And being authentic to you.
Yeah. At least if you're being, I think John Lennon said this, if you be authentic to yourself, you may get the truth from people, but it's going to attract the right friends or something. And that's a hard pill to swallow because people love the fantasy of people or relationships.
Yeah.
And then they realize
with that, like the fantasy of someone.
This light's dying. Or is it just me?
No, it is.
I'm looking at it, I'm like...
Yeah, it's getting a bit darker.
It's getting darker. But yeah, I agree.
When you insult someone, I think it's important that I think it's the balance of things. There are times in life when someone needs to be insulted, and the insult goes against who you are, but you also know that the insult that someone's given to you, they have thrown some power at you because they're insecure with themselves. And I think it's important with a comeback and an insult sometimes can be quite witty and smart.
To actually get the point across. Do not talk to me like that.
Remember Erin Brockovich, the movie?
Yeah. And
she's like, that's all you got, lady. 2 left feet and fucking ugly shoes.
Yeah.
And I was just I was
Yeah.
just
What a woman.
what a comeback. Sophisticated.
Yeah.
Like it was sophisticated. 2 left feet, meaning like you can't see what's right.
In
Like
front of you because you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. And fucking ugly shoes because you present a way in which
A business orientated person but has got no
morals
insights.
or background and also communication skills.
And that was the whole thing. She had to fight against someone that was qualified and she wasn't qualified. How many people in our society are so capable but we get put down because we don't have experience?
Or you don't have that experience to be able to go to university. You don't have that background in it.
But at the same time, it's the hierarchy that are not understanding or just don't care because they've already made it. Yeah, they've already made it, and it's the whole thing of, are you going to adapt an attitude, a positive attitude, and then you teach the skill, which is what a mentor should do? Or are you going to actually take a shortcut and be like, okay, this one has experience, let's take her on, because I don't have to muck around with teaching her this, this, and this, because I can't be bothered. I've already made it to where I have to be. How many people are like that?
Heaps.
But I love Erin Brockovich because she fought for her rights. She knew her capability and she knew the impact she was making.
And I like how he calls her aside, her boss, and he goes, do not ever speak
to her. She's a qualified blah.
And I like how she goes, no.
Exactly. I have just as much of a right, because that boss didn't respect her at all until she fought for it. She went door to door trying to get those plaintiffs' like signatures.
Yeah, and she was like, no. And I think like there's something so right in that is that when you feel that someone has given some sort of elitism, someone has
some
bullshit, to call them out on it, call them out in a when they've insulted you, to insult them back. And the insult back is just to point out the fact that they are narrow-minded.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about that.
You get lazy once you make it, isn't it? Yeah, you get lazy with your mind, where she was just hammering, and then she left him alone after insulting him. He came crawling back and was like, what do you want? To the door. And she was holding the baby.
She's like, what do you want?
Yeah. And then he was just like, this person has called up to ask for you. I thought you were actually slacking. Yeah, she was slacking at a job when she was actually going door to door.
Yeah.
The amount of crap she had to walk through. And she's still fighting to this day. She's somewhere in Australia, I think. Really? With some company. Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think the biggest thing is follow what your heart says. And I think there's a balance between it. To insult someone and belittle them is thing. But when someone has belittled you, I think you have the right to come back and be witty. I love that line of, all you got, lady, is 2 left feet and fucking ugly shoes. How
witty, how like sharp and quick she was. She knew she was being belittled as soon as she sat in the room. She was in the chair. That whole movie's amazing. And she did the power play of like that chick with the suit got up and was just like, and she's like, well, tell me, you just pull out a file and tell me what the person's name is. I'll tell you the description. Yeah. Her mind was just like, now that's a woman. You never give up. You never give up. You fight for what you believe in. And that's exactly what she stood for. And she got death threats as well, isn't it? From that big-ass company. And she still took them on. And that she had to literally be at her breaking point where she couldn't afford to pay her rent. Her kids were just, it was just, what a turning point.
And also the sacrifice. I think like the biggest thing about it is often the sacrifice she has to give to her kids who aren't getting them. They want their mum. They want her around, this amazing person.
She couldn't be with her partner as well.
Yeah.
It was such
and
a
it's
moment.
like the sacrifice she's giving to other people and the other cause. And I think that's also a thing that is really important to you realizing your parents. It's like, obviously your parents are sacrificing a lot for other people, and having that acceptance and forgiveness that often people have to fight, but outside of their family. Yeah. There's something bigger than...
There's always a sacrifice within you when you're fighting for someone, isn't it?
Yeah. And like something needs to give way to that. And I think it was quite amazing that she had such a supportive boyfriend who...
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah, it was...
And still did for the family.
Yeah,
she did. He understood. And then when he took her, spoiler alert, afterwards, like even though they broke up, she took him to and said, you won. so many millions of dollars, and like the joy on both of their faces. She had done a good cause. I think the best bit is the end, isn't it? When she wins like that big money and the raise and everything, and she's literally speechless. Because how does a person then process that I've actually made it?
Mm. And I think the biggest thing to that is that it's not even about that, but it's also about like the fact that I think she can't even fathom the fact that it became what it became.
I know. She was fighting the cause.
Yeah.
And literally that guy, isn't it, in the pub at the end of the day was the end. She needed that one person to actually seal the deal, so to speak. And that came to her. So she did what she could in the moment, and then the icing on the cake happened. That's kind of luck, fate. I don't know what you call that, but
I also feel like the right place at the right time.
Yeah. She just happened to be having a long-ass day, and she wanted a coffee or whatever, and the guy was just sitting there. Because he was staring at her. All these, like, what meetings she had in the town halls and everything, didn't have the guts to come up to her, and then it came to the crunch time. I think he was trying to assess whether this is a dodgy person or not. That they've been screwed over left, right, and centre by how many people.
And he was someone who didn't care about the death threats or anything. It was someone who was going to speak the truth and get what was needed for everyone.
Yeah.
But the hardest bit about that is, I often talk about this with my sister, is the price of justice. I think that's a very good topic. It's just
that is a brilliant topic. Actually.
It's just like what money, because what's happened can't be undone.
But what can you do?
Yeah, but also
and what are you willing to
like
sacrifice?
What money is, like, you know, money a lot of the time is paid out in these cases, but like the money is contributed to the amount of money that would make for a good life, and that's all suggested and based on previous cases.
So true.
So it's just like, what is the price of justice?
I like that. What is the price of justice?
I actually, if any of you have been in a situation where a monetary figure has been offered to you for a wrong that's been done by you, what do you think about it? Was the money figure just? Do you feel justice for what you suffered? And do you think a monetary figure can ever take back what was taken from you? Because I think when you think of justice, I do think it's very interesting that it's represented in America as a lady blindfolded with the scales. Because I honestly feel you're weighing everything up, and what has been done can't be done. That's why she's blindfolded. It's gone.
That's so smart, isn't it? I never saw it that way.
Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
And she's just holding her scales. And I was just like, the significance of that, because it's just like, often, you know, like rape, murder, fraud, it's like, what's done? It's done. It can't be done. It's blinded.
So what can we do going forward? What would be justice for this person? What's justice for a death?
Yeah.
What is justice for a death? You know? I know.
What is it? Because it can't be done. Like, we're not going to get back the person.
We can make sure it doesn't happen again. But what else can we do?
You can't make sure it doesn't happen again, because I hate to say it, but murder continues.
Yeah, it
just happens. But like, you can stop someone from obviously being in the public, but then is that just like, is that justice just removing them from society?
The impact it's had on the family members, the friends, everything. Law is a very interesting subject. It always intrigued me at uni.
Law.
You can literally sit there and read a case and be like, my goodness, and they teach you how to look at both sides of the situation, come to a conclusion. Introduction, assessing both sides of the situation, and the conclusion. I remember doing those essays and being like, you can literally sit there and read it over and over and over again to make sure that, have you seen every detail? And then you put it away, and then when you're really happy and you're reading this, you see something else in the case, like reading a book. Yeah. Harry Potter, if we were to read it now, we'd see a different perspective, I'm pretty sure, than when we were 10.
And also, though, is that, like, that's what I find so interesting about it, is because often the words we speak and the insults that, like, we gave tonight have such an impact on people's lives.
Yeah.
You know, some people...
Something so little.
Yeah. to take a whole life away. Like, I'm never going to be with that. Like,
What's the mindset of that person?
I'm never going to have a friendship with someone who says that, you know, really mean, hurtful things to you because you don't want to be around that. So, yeah.
I agree. But good chat. I love the insults. Thanks, James.
I loved mine. Thank you. I
loved
laughed.
mine. You literally did laugh at your own because they were good.
So were yours.
Thank you.
I was trying not to laugh and I managed it.
I was holding it in by just breathing technique.
Nice.
But have a good week, everyone.
Yeah, and let us know what you would like to hear next.
Bye.
Bye.